Nobody ever accused Billie Eilish of playing it safe. From the moment she shuffled onto the world stage wrapped in hoodies 3 sizes too big and hair that glowed radioactive green, she felt less like a newcomer than a glitch in pop music's safety software, someone willing to void every warranty just to see what sparks. Buckle up, because we're about to rip through 20 jaw-dropping facts that even die-hard fans wouldn't know about the superstar Billie Eilish. Fact 1. To capture a single album cover image for Hit Me Hard and Soft, Billie volunteered to sink to the bottom of a 10-foot tank with a weight cinched around her waist, so she wouldn't drift. For 6 straight hours, she surfaced only to gulp air, then dropped back under, ribs bruising against the harness, while photographers begged her not to black out. She later shrugged. Honestly, it would look so cool if I almost died doing it. Fact 2. That same appetite for real danger is why a live tarantula strolls out of her mouth in the You Should See Me in a Crown video. CGI spiders? No thanks. She preferred 8 genuine, hairy legs skittering across her tongue, even as Phineas hid behind the monitor like a squeamish older brother. Fact 3. Take her. All the Good Girls Go to Hell shoot, where she strapped on 70-pound angel wings, soaked them in kerosene, and slogged through icy mud until the feathers turned to wet cement. By wrap time, her shoulders were mottled purple, but the resulting frame looked positively biblical, so the bruises became bragging rights. The wings weren't the only hazard on that set. Billie was filming on a muddy hillside outside Los Angeles in January, and the temperature kept slipping below 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Crew members shuffled in parkas while she stood barefoot in a shredded gown, refusing heated blankets so the steam wouldn't fog the camera lens. Between takes, she blew on her hands, laughed about feeling like a drowned crow, and asked the cinematographer if the goosebumps would read as extra texture. By dawn, her fingertips were blue, but the shot, flames licking at oil-dark feathers against a winter sky, was pure album cover mythology. Fact 4. Sometimes the spectacle is digital. One afternoon, she tapped a button that added roughly 120 million followers to her Instagram close friends list, pushing the app to its limits and proving she could bend social media reality on a whim. The close friends stunt didn't just overload Instagram servers. It triggered a flood of unintended confessions. Thousands of followers assumed Billie had personally singled them out, so her DMs filled with secrets, fan art, and midnight ramblings they'd never have sent publicly. Billie scrolled for hours, stunned by how many people treated a green circle like a diary lock. The next morning, she screenshotted a few wholesome messages, no names, just words, and posted them to her story with a caption, "If you needed to vent, I'm glad the glitch made space." The hack that wasn't became an impromptu group therapy session. Fact 5. On TikTok, she once fit an entire ukulele head into her mouth, twice, choking on laughter as mascara tears tracked down her cheeks. Followers replayed the clip like a carnival oddity, while Billie simply called it jaw gymnastics. Fact 6. Her birth certificate doubles as trivia gold. The full legal name reads Billie Eilish Pirate Baird O'Connell. Pirate was said to be her first name until a family elder objected, so it got shuffled to the middle. Reporters still ask if it's real. She answers with a single lifted eyebrow that means, why would anyone fake something that perfect? Fact 7. Romance hasn't exactly been tame. At 20, she dated singer Jesse Rutherford, nearly a decade her senior. Fans questioned, tabloids feasted, and after their split, he dropped a song painting her with daddy issues. Rather than clap back online, Billie wrote Wildflower, a sugar-coated track sharp enough to leave paper cuts on anyone paying attention. Fact 8. Long before that drama, Katy Perry famously passed on Billie's breakthrough single. Played Ocean Eyes, Perry reportedly dismissed it as just another track by some girl. The irony still stings because, Fact 9, that same song went viral while Billie sat in a Starbucks. Refreshing SoundCloud plays faster than her Frappuccino could melt. The upload existed only so a dance teacher could choreograph a routine. By the next sunrise, Billie and Phineas were, overnight, a household name in houses they'd never entered. Those early hours of virality came with a bizarre side quest. Billie's SoundCloud inbox flooded with requests from amateur filmmakers begging to license, ocean eyes for zero-budget projects. One message simply read, "Can I borrow the song for $5 and a pizza?" She almost said yes, thinking any screen time was good exposure, until Phineas reminded her the track now belonged to a real record label. She saved a screenshot of that pizza offer anyway, calling it the receipt that proves none of this was supposed to happen so fast. Fact 10. Fame didn't dull her loyalty. When rapper XXXTentacion was murdered on June 18, 2018, she barricaded herself in a room and emerged with June 18, 18, a raw ballad balancing grief and anger. Critics scolded her for mourning someone with a violent past. Billie shrugged again, reminding everyone that art is where you put your flowers when no one else understands the funeral. That's 10 jolts already, and we're still warming up. Because the second act races through Grammy domination, double Oscar history, a climate crusade that accidentally fired shots at Taylor Swift, and the night Billie paused a sold-out show to rescue a collapsing fan, earning a Kanye West side-eye she erased with one ice-cold sentence. Take a breath. Part 2 picks up right here. Fact 11. Picture the 2020 Grammys. Billie, not yet old enough for a post-ceremony champagne, walks in wearing slime green Gucci and walks out having clean swept the big four: album, record, song, and best new artist. Cameras catch her whispering, "Please don't be me," as every envelope opens, but destiny keeps pronouncing her surname until her arms ache from trophies. Fact 12. Awards kept coming. In 2022, she claimed an Oscar for Bond theme, No Time to Die, then repeated the feat in 2024 with Barbie's existential lullaby, What Was I Made For?, becoming a 2-time Academy winner before most people locked down a first apartment. Winning a second Oscar didn't feel like déjà vu, it felt heavier. Backstage, Billie admitted her dress was borrowed because she didn't plan an outfit for 2 wins. The Academy seat fillers whispered that nobody, least of all a 22-year-old in sneakers, takes home 2 statues in 3 ceremonies. Minutes later, she was tucked in a golf cart, balancing twin trophies on her lap and giggling about how she'd asked security if the medal set off airport scanners. They told her yes. She texted Phineas, "Guess we're hand-carrying history again." Fact 13. Through it all, she lives openly with Tourette syndrome. A shoulder jerk or jaw click might sneak into late-night interviews. She narrates them matter-of-factly, flattening stigma by treating neurological tics like weather. Sometimes you get rain, sometimes you don't, but you definitely don't hide from it. Living transparently with Tourette's means practicing calm in front of millions. On the 2023 World Tour leg, a sudden tic once snapped her neck sideways mid-verse, popping the mic from her hand. Rather than freeze, she caught the beat again on the downstroke and turned the mishap into a crowd clap-along, telling fans later, "My brain does surprise choreography." Backstage, she keeps a laminated card that reads, "Tics are not interruptions, they're remix opportunities." It's taped next to the set list, so every new crew member learns the show runs on flexibility as much as power chords. Fact 14. Vegan since 12. She told merch suppliers to ditch conventional cotton for 100% recycled blends dyed with plant inks. After shows, she's been known to live-stream the crew sweeping plastic cups off arena floors, shaming fans with silence and lo-fi beats until every aisle is spotless. The recycled merch crusade wasn't cheap. Switching to organic rPET fabric doubled production costs, so Billie quietly absorbed the difference instead of raising hoodie prices. When her label balked, she pointed to a spreadsheet projecting long-term savings from reduced water usage and lower dye waste penalties. The CFO still grumbled, until the first drop sold out in 11 minutes and TikTok flooded with unboxings praising the zero-guilt threads. Billie's favorite clip shows a fan sniffing a shirt and declaring it smells like absentee landfill. She reposted with the caption, "Best compliment ever." Fact 15. Her eco-mission sparked a pop civil war when she blasted musicians flogging 40 vinyl colorways that guilt-trip fans into buying plastic. Listeners decoded the jab as a shot at Taylor Swift. Swifties mobilized. Eilish defenders counter-tweeted. Billboard ran heated op-eds. Billie posted nothing but a recycling symbol and went back to rehearsal. Fact 16. In February 2022, she literally stopped the music after spotting a fan suffocating near the stage barricade. She called for an inhaler, waited until the girl could breathe, then resumed the chorus. Kanye West claimed she owed Travis Scott an apology for shade. Billie responded once, "I literally never said his name. Just helping a fan." The inhaler incident rewired her entire tour protocol. She added extra medics to the pit, swapped in more breathable stage fog, and changed her in-ear monitors to include a real-time crowd mic so she could hear distress before she could see it. At the next show, security found Billie crouching behind a speaker stack during soundcheck, eyes closed, mapping where screams bounced off rafters. "If someone's terrified," she explained, tapping the mic pack, "their voice sounds different. I need that sound in here, so I can pounce faster than panic." Fact 17. Helping doesn't mean staying in one lane. When Donald Glover offered her a role in Swarm, she delivered an unnervingly calm cult leader whose soft voice made everyday greetings sound like cult indoctrinations. Critics were rattled. Casting agents started calling. Fact 18. Not every spotlight is voluntary. One paparazzi photo of Billie wearing tank top and shorts, minus her trademark layers, sparked a body-shaming cyclone. She hit the gym, hired a choreographer, and returned with a torso so frenetic she dashed the length of a catwalk nightly without missing a note. "If they think I went soft," she quipped backstage, "wait till they see my quads break these fishnets." The body-shaming backlash also rewired her fashion playbook. For the next album cycle, she partnered with a Brooklyn designer who specializes in modular stage wear. Jackets unzip into boleros, cargo pants detach into biker shorts, and every piece is cut from stretch ballistic nylon that can survive knee slides and high kicks. During rehearsals, she joked the outfits were actually gym equipment disguised as clothes. Reviewers loved the metamorphosis. One headline read, "Billie Eilish turns insecurities into Transformers couture." Billie kept the article, circled the phrase in pink highlighter, and taped it to her dressing room mirror as a reminder. Critique can fuel creativity. Fact 19. Her hustle was forged in LA's Highland Park, a neighborhood where corner liquor stores outnumbered studio lots, and the lullaby was distant gunfire. Dad toiled 12-hour construction shifts. Mom bounced between voiceover gigs. Homeschooling doubled as film school. If a director needed a toddler extra, little Billie or Phineas hopped on set for lunch money. Fact 20. Both parents carry screen credits. Dad appears tinkering with Tony Stark's hot rod in Iron Man. Mom voices the formidable Samara in Mass Effect 2. When your dinner table chatter involves superhero cameos and video game aliens, cameras start to feel less like judgment and more like family furniture. So, where does an artist go after dominating charts, cinemas, and even the very oxygen in her lungs? History suggests straight back underwater, metaphorically or perhaps literally, because comfort is the lone environment she refuses to breathe. The girl who nearly drowned for a photo is still hunting that next frame or note worth a bruise, a gasp, a headline. And if she drags the entire internet down with her just to prove we can all swim, don't be shocked when you catch yourself holding your own breath, dying to see what she risks next.